Okay, so it's good? All right. Hello, everyone. This is Gander of VATOCLAN here at MLG Orlando, and with me is LzGaMeR, who's been pretty busy. You might have seen him casting the NASL recently, and that's one of the first questions that I want to ask. How have you enjoyed doing that so far?
It's definitely different than everything I'm used to doing, which is playing, practicing. So this is different. You know, you have cameras on you 24/7. You have lights on you. No makeup, but you have a big green screen behind you. So that's, it's all definitely different. But I've enjoyed it. It's been a good experience, and I've got a lot of positive feedback from it.
I, for one, am one of the people that have been giving positive feedback. I really like seeing the combination of you and Greetorp. That was a treat when I first turned it on because I didn't know who he would be casting with. And I like it a lot, and I wonder, how does your casting that you've been doing, does that have any impact on how you play the game? Has it improved your effectiveness at all, being able to see the games from a very analytical point of view and then going back and playing them afterward?
I don't know if it affected my play in any positive. I mean, there is negative sides to doing casting, especially professionally or anything just like as a side, just because it takes up so much of your time. You know, when you cast NASL, every day is an 8-hour day, it feels like. Actually, it probably is an 8-hour day. So, I miss tournaments here and there that I could play in. I miss all this practice opportunity that I could have. But at the same time, you do get, you get to see other players build. You get to study other players on different levels that you normally wouldn't get to. So there are plus and minus sides to everything.
And the opposite end of that question, in what way does your knowledge as a player affect your casting? Does that also enable you to be able to call games better?
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you can take a high-level player and they're going to be able to understand what's going on in the game way better than anybody who's just like, well, I think he could be doing this. Instead, if you really truly understand the game and timings and different windows that exist inside the game, then you can definitely make calls way better.
Yeah, some of my favorite casting days from the NASL were in Season 1 when Idra was doing casting, and now in Season 2 when you're doing casting, because I always like having a player's perspective on the games that are being played. And speaking of games that are being played, you took on the open bracket here at MLG Orlando. Can you talk a little about your games?
Yeah, sure. I mean, before any tournament, you have to practice all matchups. You practice all 3 matchups pretty equally, And in this one, I hit Terrans every round in the open bracket. It was pretty depressing. That is my weakest matchup. But at the same time, I felt like I played really well. I did lose to Spades, though, 1-2, to be eliminated. So it's a little saddening, but, it happens. When you look at the open bracket, it's so stacked with all the Koreans and all the talented foreigner players that participate in it, like Stefano and everyone else, STC. The list can go on forever, but, so...
And the last question that I have for you is, how was PAX? I didn't get to go. I've heard a lot of things about it. Briefly, can you just go over your experience there?
Yeah, PAX was awesome. I represented my sponsor, Kingston HyperX. Thank you, Kingston. And they were absolutely awesome. This was absolutely my first PAX that I went to. And I did a shootout, which it was like anybody could challenge me. And if anybody at PAX could beat me in a one-on-one, then they won a solid-state drive or Kingston memory. It's just like ridiculous prizes that they were giving away. No one did beat me, though. I finished the weekend off 56-0. So, 56.
Wait, 56-0?
56-0.
That's an outrageous number. Were those spread out, or was that like a marathon?
It was a 2-day marathon. It was a lot. It was 2 days I worked during PAX, and 1 day I just got to go and have fun and be just a normal person having a blast at PAX.
Wow, that's one. That's really cool. I've never heard of that, and that sounds pretty awesome. And geez, that is a lot of wins. My mind has been blown, sir. Do you have any shout-outs, thank yous, anybody that you want to say hi to today?
All my sponsors. Check us out at myeg.net. All my friends, family, and fans. Thanks, guys, for supporting.
Excellent. Well, thank you, LZ, for the interview.